Hello and welcome to another edition of Alive to Thrive. This morning I am coming to you from my kitchen. Yeah, I decided that I thought the art studio was a little too distracting. I had a couple of people tell me that they kind of lost what I was saying because they were busy looking at the pictures on my bulletin board. So I'm trying to find a place that's not too distracting, and I thought my kitchen would be great because all you have to look at are my kitchen cabinets. Anyways, today what I want to start to talk about, probably for the next month or so, is about breast cancer. And today I want to talk to you about the 5 stages of breast cancer. And why I feel that this is really important is because when I was first diagnosed, people meant really well, but they lump all breast cancers together into one. So when somebody hears that someone they know has a breast cancer diagnosis, what happens is they often put their foot in their mouth and they say, oh, my grandmother's niece's son's daughter, she had breast cancer and this is what they did, and she survived it and she beat it. And it's better not to say anything at all to someone that's newly diagnosed with breast cancer of what you know, and to relate it to a story that you heard. Not a good idea. The best thing to do is to encourage them and to find out a little bit more about their breast cancer. So I'm going to help you with that. Okay, there are 5 stages of breast cancer, and I have some notes here that I'm probably going to refer to so that I make sure I don't say anything I'm not supposed to. Stage 0 is known as the non-invasive cancer called ductal carcinoma in situ. And what that means is that this cancer is pretty stationary in the breast. It could either be a tumor or cells that haven't traveled outside of the area where the abnormal cancer cells are found. That is stage 0. Stages 1 and 2 both are moving into the invasive breast cancers, and they are broken down into subcategories: stage 1AB, stage 2AB. The invasive cancer that I have is called invasive ductal carcinoma, and it is actually the most common breast cancer that is out there right now, and that's mostly what women are being diagnosed with. Now, both of these stage 1 and stage 2, it's tricky. But basically what the doctors and the pathologists are looking for is they're looking for the size of the tumor and if there's any lymph node involvement. So when I was first diagnosed in November of 2012, I was diagnosed as stage 2B. I did not have any lymph node involvement. However, my tumor was larger than 5 centimeters. And so that's why I was staged in 2B, because I didn't have any lymph node involvement, but my tumor was quite large. All right. When you move into stage 3 is also divided into subcategories, and they are divided into A, B, and C. These are commonly the inflammatory breast cancers and invasive breast cancers. And again, they are staged according to lymph node involvement, and usually once it's in stage 3, that means there's the possibility that there's lymph node involvement is greater. It also could mean that there is cancerous cells that have gotten into the breastbone, as well as the chest wall. So if anyone has been diagnosed with a cancer in stage 3, you can usually guarantee that there's some lymph node involvement, and maybe some involvement with muscle and the chest wall and the breastbone. And that is stage 3. Again, these are all invasive cancers, stages 1, 2, and 3. Now, stage 4 is when the cancer in your breast has broke through. It's called a breakthrough, and it has traveled to other parts of your body, your organs. And most commonly, when breast cancers break through, they travel to either your bone, your liver, your brain, or your skin, or your lungs. And you will often hear people call that advanced stage 4 or metastasized stage 4. And that's what I was diagnosed with in May of 2013, when they found that my breast cancer had broken through and had moved to my shoulder, my acromion, and where the cancer still resides today. That's why I am not cancer-free. I'm cancer-free in my breast area, but I am not cancer-free in my bones, which automatically puts me into a stage 4 category. Now, stage 4, once people have reached the stage 4, it is considered incurable. And you go on different therapies and different treatments. And again, not all stage 4 cancers are created equal. And so depending on the type of stage 4 cancer that you have or that your loved one has, treatment is very wide and broad, and it just depends on where your cancer has metastasized. So those are the 5 stages of breast cancer. I hope you have learned something new. I'm a big proponent of knowledge is power, and the more that I can learn about a situation or a condition that somebody has and is experiencing that I have no experience in, then I want to do whatever I can to be able to share compassion and empathy with them without saying the wrong thing. So I hope that some of the tools that I'll give you will empower you to be just that, an encourager to somebody else. Here's some quick facts excuse me, about breast cancer. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer at least once in their lifetime. So if you were to go out on your street and count down 8 houses, that's how close cancer comes to our communities, our families, women. About 410 men will die from breast cancer this year alone. That's a lot when you think that breast cancer is predominantly a woman's disease. No, men can get it as well. Also, what I think is really important to know that age doesn't make a difference. And I think it was in 2012, over 250,000 women under the age of 40 were living with the breast cancer diagnosis. And for anyone that is 24 years old having to go through a bilateral mastectomy, that is it's just not right. So I feel that it's important that we know that it's not only cancer is not only touching the older or the middle age, such as myself, but also the younger women. And it's important that we do all that we can to make sure funding is going into the right areas. Also, another very important thing that everyone needs to know is that women will never ever die as long as their cancer stays within their breast. So if they have stages 0, 1, 2, or 3, their chances of survival are great as a matter of fact. It is when a cancer has metastasized and spread to other parts of their body, that's when women and men lose their lives. So when you hear of people that are surviving and that are beating it, they are usually in the stages of 0 to 3. That's not saying that stage 4 women can't beat stage 4 breast cancer. That is possible, but it's highly improbable according to Western medicine. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Next week, I am going to talk to you about the treatment that I went through with my breast cancer and with my diagnosis, And again, the reason why I want to share it with you is because not all treatments are created equal, and you need to understand this before you tell someone that, oh, chemo, it's not that bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed today, and remember to live brave and enjoy your weekend. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
In the morning when I wake and the sun is coming through, oh, you fill my lungs with sweetness and you fill my head with